Is there anything you want to share about Ganesha with our audiences?
Definitely, there's too many facets, that are related to Ganpati, and one of them, interestingly, is the historical impact of Ganesh in various countries. If you travel to Southeast Asia, as I do generally for my work, you see Ganpati statues everywhere. Everywhere you go, especially in the museums, in the historical buildings, historical places. There's Ganpati worshipped in Japan, and he's called Kangiten. And interestingly, the Japanese version still holds a radish
Wow.
in his hand. He doesn't have laddus in his hand or modaks in his hand. There's also a Roman god called Janus. Uh,
Janus, Ganesh.
so Janus, yes, phonetically very similar, and Janus is also considered the god of gateways in the Roman myths, and it's actually the name of the first month of the year. January comes from Janus
Wow.
because he's the god of transitions or beginnings, which is very similar to Ganesh. Again, a point to note here is that the Roman gods are generally the adaptations of the Greek gods, because it was Greek mythology that the Romans kind of appropriated and customized, and they made it their own. So there's Poseidon, there's Hades, and all these. You find all these counterparts, in Greek mythology. Janus has no counterpart in Greek mythology, and it is believed that probably Romans they kind of invented this god after coming in touch or after coming in contact with Indian traders. And they got to know about a god called Ganesh, who's a god of auspicious beginnings. And that is how Janus came into being. Janus, interestingly, has two faces. Again, one is looking to the front and one is looking towards the past. So future and past. Ganpati also has two heads, one after the other, not simultaneously, but he has two heads, right? Ganesh is associated with the crescent moon. Janus is also associated with the crescent moon. Janus is also associated with money. Ganesh is also associated with money. There's also multiple other aspects of Ganesh, that we can talk about, which is his wives, the Riddhi, and so in Maharashtra they say Riddhi and Siddhi. In the Purans they mention Riddhi and Buddhi. So Riddhi is like perfection, Buddhi is your intelligence. So again, you need all these elements to come together for wisdom. Wisdom is not just, having knowledge, that is Vidya, but wisdom is knowing how to use that knowledge. So Riddhi and Buddhi come together with Ganesh, and they give rise to two sons who are called, again, a lot of symbolism here. So they are called Kshem and Labh. Kshem is also called Shubh. So Shubh we know is auspicious or welfare, and Labh is profit. So only when you act with wisdom, with knowledge, with patience, and you analyze all the aspects, only then you can get profit, only then you can get your welfare. And there's multiple stories in Purans. There's a minor Puran called Ganesh Puran.
I'm just mathematicizing what you just said. Perfection plus wisdom,
Yeah.
combined with the stability that Ganesh ji brings, I guess, equals Shubh Labh.
Yes.
Which
Shubh
is-
Labh.
Which is prosperity and
Welfare
profit.
and prosperity. Yes.
Wow.
Profit.
Stunning.
And again, you find that symbolism in Ganesh Puran. There is 8 different incarnations of Ganpati that are mentioned. And if you actually read the stories, you realize that these are very symbolic. They're talking about Ganpati taking 8 different forms to kill 8 different demons. But these demons are actually vices. So, in Western mythology, there's a term called 7 deadly sins. So here we find 8 deadly sins that Ganpati helps to conquer. And how will you conquer those? There's ahankar, ego. There's mad, moha. Mad is pride. Moha is attachment. There's mamta, which means, mindness, that possessiveness. There's matsara, which is envy. There is lobh, which is greed. So all these different asuras, they're called asuras in the story. But these asuras are conquered by Ganesh, who represents wisdom. So it's only through wisdom, through right behavior, through right conduct, through knowledge that you can overpower these. There's no other way. So multiple levels of symbolism that show us that Ganpati is the god of auspicious beginnings. Why? Because of his intellect, because of his wisdom. And that is how we should behave in our life.
Okay. We wish you a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi, ladies
Happy
and
Ganesh
gentlemen.
Chaturthi.
This was the cute bonus episode for the week. Dr. Aggarwal, thank you for one more epic conversation. Any signing off notes?
Enjoy the festivities. It's right here. And, celebrate in an eco-friendly way. I would just say that. And don't miss out on the celebration. Please have an eco-friendly celebration.
My personal message comes from personal experience, which is that on Ganesh Chaturthi, try being a part of a Ganpati Puja. It's a whole other experience. I think I experienced it a little too late in life. But before that, Ganesh Chaturthi was just about the community aspect of it.
Yes.
When I experienced that puja, I cried. My head got shaken up. My heart got shaken up. And that's when I really realized the essence of Ganesh Chaturthi.
Yeah.
You'll take it with you for the rest of your life. If you're watching this podcast after Ganesh Chaturthi, find someone who's kept the idol at their house longer than 1.5 days and genuinely try going for one of the aartis, the morning aarti or the evening aarti.
Yes.
Hey, if you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out all the other clips we've uploaded on this channel. You'll find a clip related to almost every single topic as long as you're willing to search for it.